Dear parents and students, greetings from Karla Shukla Classes Mumbai. As some of you must be already aware, in the past years, we here at Karla Shukla conduct seminars for parents and students both, 1 week prior to the batch commencement. I'm reaching out to you today via this podcast as the current circumstances do not allow us to hold such a seminar this year. I request both the parent and the student to listen to this as it will give you a lot of clarity on questions regarding how to prepare and the discipline to be followed for the next 2 years to achieve your final goal of getting into the top engineering colleges. As your academic counselor who is already in touch with you, he must have informed you that we would be commencing our batches from the 4th of May for both the courses, that is engineering entrance exams, JEE mains and advanced course, and for medical entrance exams, NEET course. In this podcast, we will discuss about the engineering entrance exams. Now, as you know, in the year 2022, you would be appearing for this exam. And in this orientation session, we will throw light on everything that you would need to practice right from day one. Discussing a little about the entrance exams, the first exam which you need to prepare for to get admission into good engineering colleges in India is JEE mains. This examination has 2 attempts, one in the month of January and other in the month of April. However, due to COVID-19 this year, this April exam was not conducted. This exam is completely conducted online and the format of it is objective. You need to select a suitable slot to appear for this exam within the dates made available by the exam body. The student can appear for the exam in both the attempts and the best performance from the two will be considered not based on the marks that you get in both the attempts but based on your percentile. Now, it is not compulsory to give both the attempts, but a lot of students prefer to appear twice as there is always a scope of improvement. Now, JEE mains exams has got 2 purposes. One, it acts as a pre-qualifier for you to be eligible to appear for JEE Advance. And second, your performance in this JEE mains exams will allow you to take admission in various engineering colleges such as NITs, triple ITs, and various centrally funded institutes, also reputed institutes in Mumbai such as Udacity, VJTI, and SP, and many others. Now, of course, you would have a question that what is the percentage of marks needed to qualify in JEE mains exams for JEE advanced exams? As per the trends which we have seen over the years, for general category students, a minimum of 30% is required to qualify. However, until last year, when the exam was of 360 marks, a lot of students have scored above 300 and few students have even scored about 340. We here at Karla Shukla take pride that our students have successfully achieved good scores over the years. Now, of course, 2.5 lakh students approximately qualify for JEE advanced exams from JEE mains, out of which 1.5 lakh students are selected from the general category and remaining from the other categories such as ST, SC, OBC, etc. But the total number of seats in IIT are approximately 11,000 to 12,000. So you clearly understand the level of competition which is involved here. Now, going ahead with the JEE advanced discussion, as some of you must be aware, based on your performance in JEE advanced, your branch and seat in IITs would be decided. Talking about the past trend, in JEE advanced examination, the student needs to score 35% to 40% to secure a seat in various IITs. Of course, if you want to be in the top 10 in India, you need to secure more than 85%. Now, I know many students would feel that achieving 35 to 40% in JEE advanced seems very easy. But that is the beauty of this exam, that since so many years, not even a single question has been repeated and the level of difficulty is quite high. Also, as we mentioned, it is important to note here that the total number of seats across the IITs in India is approximately in the range of 11,000 to 12,000. And being in top 11,000 students out of lakhs of aspirants is never going to be easy. But with sincerity, dedication, and the right approach, it is always achievable. Now, having discussed all the statistics, a lot of students tend to ignore the 12th standard board exams. Of course, the portion is similar, but the approach is different. There is a minimum eligibility criteria which the government has kept, that no matter how well you perform in JEE mains and advance, you need to score a minimum of 75% marks in your 12th board, be it state boards or CBSE, or be in the top 20 percentile. This criteria is for open category students. For SC, ST, etc. it is 65%. Now, a lot of parents will have the question that what if your child's board percentage is below the mentioned criteria? Unfortunately, no matter what your rank or percentile or score in these entrance exams is, your student will not be eligible for IITs and NITs. So, along with your JEE mains and advance, it is very important to not neglect or be overconfident about managing board exams. We here at Karla Shukla guide you completely for it. Now you might be wondering why I have explained you everything so technically. There are two reasons here for it. On the 4th of May when you join us, it is very important for you to set your dreams and goals before. Secondly, we always believe that it is important to define a roadmap from day one. Our student counselors would have already informed you about the courses and would have shared the brochure containing all the details, such as test schedules, number of tests, month-wise syllabus, completion targets. So I'm not going to be mentioning all that in this podcast. However, there are few things which we want both parent and the child to pay special attention to is that we here at Karla Shukla have created a lecture record book where the child needs to fill all the lectures he or she has attended and also details of his performance in various tests which are conducted. This should be signed by parent from time to time. This will not only inculcate a sense of discipline among the engineering aspirant, but will also help to monitor their performance consistently. And this will help every child to achieve the desired target. Now let me give you one example. In all our JEE advanced tests, if your child scores consistently above 55%, no one can stop him from achieving a seat in various IITs. We have also observed that initially, when the tests are conducted, which involves only a few chapters, the student's performance is at par with the expectations. But gradually, as the number of chapters increases in the test, the performance tends to decrease. And this is what we have observed at Karla Shukla during the last 25 years. Hence, it is very important that you consistently maintain your performance and aim to improve it. Lastly, I know that there would be a lot of questions regarding the teaching methodology. We would want to inform you that we would have to follow the government's directives and norms. Hence, till the time, even if the lockdown is extended, we would be commencing on the committed date, that is the 4th of May, but there might be a possibility that we would have to conduct a few lectures online initially, and then we would switch to classroom coaching once the situation allows. We are very clear that we do not want to delay preparations for the student, considering the criticality of the exams, and hence we have developed this approach. I hope this podcast clears a lot of doubts and questions. You can reach out to our academic counselors for more clarity.